Something really cool that happened yesterday, actually, at least when I'm recording this, it happened yesterday on Saturday, was me and Jeremy got to do something with the Daily Wire. And what we got to do is go on there and talk about video games, specifically identity politics and wokeness infiltrating video games in the same way that they have nearly every other form of entertainment. So I tweeted this out today, actually. Thanks at Ben Shapiro for the share on Facebook. If you haven't seen myself in D-Day Cobra on Real Daily Wire talking about the gaming industry, check out this video. And this is, it's been, I screenshot this because I had a family member basically message me and be like, because they're boomers on Facebook, and they're like, I watch everything Ben Shapiro puts out, and I saw you on there. What is this? You have a YouTube channel kind of thing? And sure as shit, I went there, and yeah, on Ben's Facebook page. Will woke trends in video games draw more fans, or will they destroy some of the biggest franchises in history? Geeks and Gamers reveals what happens when hit games like Call of Duty and The Last of Us bring controversial politics into the story. And you can see it right here. It is impossible to get a good freeze frame of myself and Jeremy, but just so you guys get a taste of what this is, I wanted to play a little bit of the beginning for you.
They've weaponized your political positions. They've weaponized calling you a racist or a sexist for every little opinion. I was like, man, I want to call out what I'm seeing, but I don't want to be labeled a racist or a sexist, because that's a horrible thing to be labeled. It just means you're calling out nonsense and you're telling the truth. But at that point in time, those words still had a little bit of meaning.
It's not like overnight one woke decision is going to kill a lot of these major companies. But it's a culture, and you're slowly driving people away.
We're not facing fans of these properties. We're facing activists that have infiltrated this industry, and they continue to push these false narratives and signal boost these false stories. I created Geeks and Gamers back in.
And then it just goes on. It's, what is it, 15 minutes, nearly 15 minutes. It's myself, it's Jeremy, talking about a bunch of bigger gaming controversies, whether it's Last of Us 2, whether it's Anita Sarkeesian, whether it's Battlefield 5, all this stuff that's just another sign of identity politics creeping into this industry and taking over the gaming industry. And of course, this has upset a lot of people. A lot of people are very mad that myself and Jeremy were on Daily Wire. As expected, these people get so butthurt over anything and everything. They want us silenced. But thanks to all of you that are watching this video or continuing to support us, that's never going to happen. And I think it was very important for Daily Wire to do a video like this, not necessarily just because it's us, but in general about gaming. There's a tendency, I feel like, in traditional conservative outlets or people, whether it's politicians or talking heads, whatever it is, to immediately disregard video games or anything nerd culture related. Like, oh, we don't care about those things. You'll grow up. Don't worry about that. There's a huge portion of people that play video games, that read comic books or used to read comic books, that care about superhero movies and Star Wars and things like that. And so often they hear a lot of traditional conservative people saying, oh, don't worry about that. We don't want you. If you care about those things, you shouldn't care about those things. Well, a lot of people do, because what happens is the reason they're taking over these things, the reason they're putting their identity politics into them is so through entertainment, they can change culture. And by changing culture, they can change the political landscape. That's what everyone is trying to do right now. And so it's an important thing to talk about, in the same way that the Daily Wire is doing movies, right? They started making movies. We know what Gina Carano's doing over there. Adam Carolla is doing comedy stuff with Daily Wire now. Jonathan Isaacs, an outlier in the NBA who refused to kneel for the national anthem, is writing a book there. They're doing book imprinting. And now they have us on to talk about video games and stuff like that. I think it's really awesome. The comments, the feedback has been absolutely incredible. And, you know, as places like G4 continue to sink lower and lower and lower, people lose all of the respect for them. I think it's a cool place for Geeks and Gamers to be, and I'm lucky to be part of this, where we can be the people that talk about video games but are honest about it from the standpoint of what are they putting into these games. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, like right now. In the same way that we've done it with sports wars, in the same way that we've done it with entertainment, we definitely want to be those voices in video games as well. So shout out to Daily Wire. This was absolutely phenomenal. You guys should definitely go check out the entire video at some point. An honor for myself and Jeremy to be on there for sure.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.